everything connected for you.
What's going on, guys? The boys are putting the intake back on the OG that Scott Taylor borrowed from us. The guys are putting everything back together right now. We will answer some questions here in a little bit. We are not running the OG this weekend. We are going to World of Wheels. It's a big car show. Yep, the truck is all back together. Adam, we are hoping soon they will be back on the website. So it is not called NPK this year. It is Speed Promotions Racing. And yes, we are absolutely participating. Thank you, Buck Naked. I was very excited to see my picture. I now have a case of those specific magazines, so it's pretty cool. So, as you guys saw a few days ago, Street Outlaws dropped a promo. As of right now, on April 1st at 8 p.m., it will be season 2 of Locals Only, which was filmed during season 6 of NPK. So that will be airing first.
We live?
Oh, yeah. We are not testing blue right now. We are putting the intake back on the OG for the Shreveport.
I have not got confirmation on that yet.
Someone commented on the Facebook and said, that is correct, no V.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. And then someone else commented underneath it and said, that is correct, no V. So the Shreveport World of Wheels, which is a massive car show this weekend, and we will be there on Saturday with the OG. Yes, and I know you guys are seeing that it says April 1st, and a lot of y'all think it is a April Fool's joke, but we have confirmation that it is not. It is not an April Fool's joke, so you can spread that news. The rumor is that as long as Locals Only does well, that there is a chance that they will absolutely be airing season 6, the lost season. Who would win in a foot race, you or Shawn?
Me, for sure.
Ooh, Phantom says he would win in that foot race.
100% beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, now someone else says Shreveport does have a V in it. We have just
I know it's there, but do you pronounce it?
right.
No, it is 100% Shreveport. Shreveport.
Shreve.
I've been yelled at about it before from people that live there.
Guys, if you want to hold your questions for a little bit, the guys will be answering questions. I promise. What's going on, Chris? Glad you're home safely. Everybody's been loving the videos. Yes, George, we are still here at Bradenton. We decided to take a few days off. We went to see some spring training yesterday. We watched the Red Sox versus the Pittsburgh Pirates, and then we went to the beach.
Somebody asked who would win a foot race near you. I said me, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Depends on what we're running for.
How long we're running?
Or from.
Yeah.
No, we have not made any hits in blue the past couple of days. No, we have not gotten any new tattoos this trip.
Most people asking about Locals Only.
Someone asked about it, so I kind of. Everyone said it's an April Fool's joke.
It is not.
For real, for real. We need everyone to be supportive of it so we can see season 6 of No Prep Kings.
Yeah. I mean, whether it's your cup of tea or not, guys, this is the start to getting Street Outlaws back on TV. Like, all I see is, you know, F Discovery, and Discovery sucks, and I'm not going to say they don't. And I'm definitely not going to argue that fact.
Yeah.
At all. But they were broke, and at this point right here, they've taken, 2 years off? They've kind of started to get their finances in order.
Yep.
And now they're airing this. We believe if everything goes well, as soon as they're done with this Locals Only, they'll put MPK season 6 that nobody got to see back on the air. If that goes well, then they're going to pick us back up.
So nothing but good things can come from it if
That's right.
if everyone will support it the way that you used to.
When is it airing? Locals Only.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
April 1st.
Hey, it's a really bad time to air it, but that's 100%. We thought that it was probably a joke also. So we reached out to some people that we used to have a good relationship with at Discovery, and they said 100% it's not a joke. We're putting it back on.
I mean, we started our first giveaway on April 1st last year, and it was real.
Yeah. Oh man, I got a headache.
Just womp, womp.
Yeah, I know it's bad. I just can't get right today, man. My stomach is knotting up. All right, man. We ready to put it on?
Let's do it.
We got all the bolts?
Most of them.
Perfect. That's all we need is most of them.
Yep.
I just lay this up here for now. Lay this up here. Nope.
Cooperation.
We're not sure. It should be on Discovery Plus, but we're not 100% sure.
Yep.
Baby's as good as on there.
Cake, man. Cake.
Speaking of cake, everybody's talking about how you've lost weight.
I still love cake. Yeah. Yeah. Look, guys, like the way I look at this, and I told everybody, I told all the morons on our Facebook and on our Instagram and on our YouTube, it's not fair for my crew to bust their ass the way that they do, and for me to just pig out and eat whatever I want in the car. If I can do my job, lose weight, do my job in the car, it makes everything better. So I told everybody last year, we're going to do everything that we can to win a championship. And I just haven't stopped losing weight since then. We tried to get in this pro mod. I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's tight. It's tight in that pro mod. And at this point, no more weight that I lose will help me fit in that pro mod anymore. At this point, it's all about length. And it's tight in there, but if I can stay about where I'm at right now, then it makes everything better. The car's happier. I can put more weight where we want it. I understand that some situations are, if you're adding weight anyways, it doesn't necessarily mean that the driver has to lose weight. But if you have 400 pounds, let's just say 300 pounds, which I was 290 when we started MPK last season. 290 over here. I'm 235 right now. That extra weight can go where we need it versus over here and over there to offset my weight. It's just way better. So I do want to eat. I am hungry every day. Food is the worst drug I've ever done in my life. And it sucks because I am hungry every day. But honestly, it is what it is. It's how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Is it worth not snacking every night to try to make your program a little bit better? It is for me. And we did a pretty good job of it this year. So we still got some stuff that we want to do with this pro mod. I wish I could let you guys in on some of the stuff this year that we're doing for, I don't want to call it No Prep Kings.
Speed Promotions Racing.
Yeah, it won't be that for long. We'll change that.
Huh?
To Speed Promotions Production.
Oh.
I get everybody is complaining about the schedule. Everybody's complaining about the name.
We hear you.
We hear you. Yeah, that's the easiest way we can put it out there. We hear you guys, and we are making changes currently. I haven't been as excited about doing MPE. I'm gonna call it No Prep League. Okay. In fact,
You call it whatever you want.
I'm gonna call it the Outlaws.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it the Outlaws. I have not been more excited about doing this season of the Outlaws than I ever have in a long time. It's going to be something special, I believe, guys. And as soon as we can let you guys in on some stuff, then me losing weight will make a little bit more sense. We might not have to put any weight in the car, right?
I would imagine that we are going to have most of it out.
Stick around. We're gonna come out. We're gonna finalize everything, and then we're gonna come out with all of the rules. How does that move so much? Oh, it's loose.
Well,
That's fine. But we'll come out with all the rules, and I honestly believe that it's going to be amazing. And I get on there. I read a whole lot, guys, and a lot of people are upset, and they're upset because of a couple different things. All I've heard is that the schedule sucks.
it's no different than any other.
It's no different than any other year that the schedule has sucked.
Yeah.
It's part of it. If anybody complains about the schedule, it should be us drivers that are having to go here and then here and then here and then here and then here. It does suck, and it does cost more money to make all those miles. And then I've read a whole bunch about people upset because there's no races in Texas, no races in Oklahoma, and they're like, "Are you not upset about that? Street Outlaws started in Oklahoma City." I mean, yeah, it sucks to not race in your home state, but how many times have we never raced in California?
Never.
Ever. We've never raced in California. Besides the couple of things that we went out there, you know, we raced
Never for the public.
Richard Rollins, never for the public. We haven't been out there. Before last season, we never went to Spokane. It was the biggest event probably of all the season, right? Wouldn't you agree? Spokane?
Yeah, arguably.
Arguably. Ohio's always really good.
Yeah.
I always like to give Ohio their props because they're always really good. But you can't beat up the same tracks every single year, guys. Otherwise, attendance starts going down. Well, this year, we're going to change a few things to where we believe that the attendance will be up and everybody will be happy again to see what we're coming up with. So, change it up a little bit, but also not reinventing the wheel. There's no sense in reinventing the wheel, and there's no sense in not doing what has made us popular. So it's going to be good. Just give it, I wouldn't even say more than a week, and we're going to come out with the rules and everything that's happening at the Outlaws races this year.
Big things, guys.
Do we have our
Yep.
our little guy?
It's right there. I'm looking for the cam sensor currently.
Which one?
That right there.
I did this. I just moved these over just a little bit because I didn't want them to get squashed. So,
Should be. Yeah.
huh?
There it is.
Let's give it just a one over and make sure that we have not smashed anything into this intake.
Oh, is that a problem?
Well, it could be.
Like get a little everywhere?
I see zero anything smashed anywhere.
There's none on my side.
Okay, so then I'm gonna slowly start not torquing them, but you know, get them close.
Thanks for the tip, Joe.
Any other questions?
People are wondering what you're working on right now.
Well, our buddy Scott Taylor, big Scott Taylor fan,
Big Scott Taylor.
needed an intake last weekend down here at the World Series of Pro Mod, and we just so happened to have this car in the trailer from the weekend before at Ducks Race. So we pulled the intake off of this car, and he made 2 or 3 passes with it. He won.
2 or 3.
He won first round, he won second round, and then his car shut off in the third round, correct?
Yep.
So before he left, he pulled the intake back off, gave it back to us. So now we're putting it back on.
I'm trying to drive this thing at Shreveport this week.
That's right. We don't want to not be able to fire this thing up at the World of Wheels this weekend, if need be.
What if they wants to go burnout or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
You can't do that without intake.
People are asking, is the OG fixed since the lights out situation?
It has not been anywhere.
It has not been anywhere except in this trailer since it happened, so it has not been fixed. We can show some people some stuff though. It would have been easier to see it without the intake on.
Yeah.
So this right here, guys, you can come around here and look. This right here, you can see where all of the clear powder coat has broken off.
Well, not only that, there's normally a carbon protector
Yes.
and it popped it off.
See this carbon right here? There was one right here. It bent this bar enough that it popped that off. You can see everywhere that it's broken the clear, and this whole bar right here, this whole bar. Look at the motor plate. Like look right here. Look at this gap in the motor plate right here. I can almost put my finger in it. This whole bar right here is pushed in about 1.5 inches. This wheel right here is leaning in 15 degrees. This header right here did take most of it. It is caved in the bottom right here. It took most of it, but you can see right here.
They still didn't break though.
You want to look. This motor plate right here is bent. You can see the wave in the motor plate. So we're not exactly 100% sure. This pushed in, this side over here could have pushed out some. So we won't know that until they get it up and start measuring everything and doing all that stuff. I need to come over here and
Someone asked if Breyer and Chance will be inside with you guys on Saturday at World of Wheels.
They do not really like people, so probably not. At some point, who knows? We may bring them in whenever I walk around, because honestly, guys, this is you guys may not realize it, but I'm a car show. I was a car show growing up.
Going back to your roots.
My parents were car shows, and I love it. I enjoy car shows. It's been a long time since I've actually been able to enjoy a car show, and so I'm going to do some walking around. I'm going to look at the cars, and it's things that's stuff that I enjoy.
Everyone's wondering where the white car is.
What
My
car?
car is currently black, but it is at home. With no motor, because this is the motor out of it. But we do have a new one coming for it.
Not the MH8 or whatever y'all keep saying. Rumor type keeps starting. Another MH7.
It's an MH7. It'll be identical to this one. Oh yeah, no, hey, I did that. Sorry.
People are asking if you have seen the Reaper video.
I have not. I've heard about it. And, I know that Reaper is very, very controversial. I get that. I understand that. But with that being said, I do like Reaper. And I'm telling you right now, I could call Reaper and tell him, hey man, I'm stuck in Florida and I need you, and he would be here.
We've done it. We called him in New Mexico. He's like, you need me to head that way?
Yep. Yeah.
Actually,
There ain't. Reaper is. Look, guys, Reaper's Reaper. I love the dude. He's a lot. There's no doubt about it. He knows he's a lot. But one thing that Reaper does is he doesn't lie. 9 out of 10 times, the stuff that he says, he ain't lying. So, but no, I didn't watch it. So he did. I do know that it's about he had the hand in and stuff that he had of starting No Prep Kings, and he did. He called me whenever and wanted me to be a part of it, and at that point in time, I wasn't interested. So, you know, it is what it is.
Someone asked if Phantom can use his sneaker receipts as tax write-offs.
That should be okay. My tax lady don't let me get away with anything though.
I'm gonna think that these are good, man. It's not.
Red Rum, no, we are talking about the World of Wheels in Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport,
Has anybody
Louisiana.
corrected you? Like, is it Shreveport?
For the
If anybody from Louisiana, is it Shreveport? Which I've been told by numerous people, man. You don't pronounce the V. That's where I went and met Billy the Exterminator one time.
No, really.
I did though.
There's a picture of it somewhere. I got it somewhere.
all right, first comment that came through is the V is silent.
There you go.
I won't lose.
A little bit loose.
Oh, now someone says it's a soft V. Oh, my sister-in-law is from Shreveport and they pronounce the V. I think this is just controversial. It's whatever. Yeah. Someone said, ask Jerry Bird.
You don't know.
The V is silent but deadly.
He said pull it out. Or we don't worry about it. Want to take it? You know what you need to do.
Yes, I have been enjoying my Mustang when we are home. Yes.
But it's also been wintertime and freezing.
Correct.
And you can't really enjoy it.
We did take it to dinner that one night.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Kendall's birthday.
I have not got those out. One issue.
I just don't want to forget them.
Yeah.
Are you going to?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I fired up.
Oh.
I'm talking about. Are you going
You
to?
want to do it tomorrow before we leave? Let that silicone set up?
Okay, I'll move it back 12.
Yeah. That does could be 16s. It might be.
Yeah, someone said it's like saying Worcester.
I'm saying what?
Worcester. It's a town in
So,
Massachusetts.
there's a town in Massachusetts that it is spelled Worcester,
Worcester.
and they say it Worcester.
It's Worcester.
Worcester is the name of it.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Worcester. Someone asked, why is the NPK car black now?
Long story. The short story is it will be white again. So back next year.
Oh, you want to say that a little louder for the people in the back? Because they have been asking.
I mean, it's not like the short story of why the NPK car is black now is that it will be white again next year, right?
What's that?
I mean, there's a longer story to why the car is currently black, but the short story is it will be white again next year.
Yeah, the long story is I was going to make it black again. And then I pulled the wrap off and I went, ugh. Man, I kind of like the white.
Yeah.
So, and there's going to be some stuff this season, guys. Where I race this car. So, I know this is
on that.
tough to believe, but it's difficult for people to tell them apart. And I know that was my whole goal, and it worked. The goal worked,
Yeah.
but it's
That was only for the
still,
state of Oklahoma, though.
yeah, but it still gets. Oh no, the OG will always be flat black. You know, that's what I tell people. I stay telling people,
Yeah.
no, this isn't the OG. This is the white car.
Well, now it's even more confusing because technically this is the newer car.
Yeah. Yes, it is. This is a newer chassis than the MPK car. So they're like, now is that the one you just had built? And then you got to go, well, yes,
Yeah.
but it's still the OG. And then what's left of the OG? Let's be honest,
The
man.
heart and soul is all. that
What's
matters.
left of the OG is all right here for me. The roof. The roof's about it, guys.
I mean,
So
that's
what
like
else?
we're done. Everything's tight. Put this return spring back up.
Oh, I thought that was all oily, but it's not.
No, it's the promo.
Yeah. What else?
People are asking how this weekend went with the pro mod, and are you gonna do any more races or?
You know, how crazy is it though? Where we leave a weekend where you win a personal best mile per hour and ET, and it's still not what we wanted.
I know.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. We went fast, guys, with this car. We just need some more time to test, and we're gonna do it. At some point, we'll go test the car. We do plan on racing April 11th at XRP in Texas with the Pro Mods.
It will be tested and ready. Probably.
Yeah. So.
It's a fun car. Like I like it. I didn't like not doing as good as we wanted to, but man, the racing was fun. The cars are cool.
It sure was
it's a different experience.
It sure was tough to start off our pro mod. I mean, career. Our pro mod.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's something we're gonna continue if we can.
Our pro mod debut.
There you go.
With this race, because look at all the names that didn't qualify. There are people that I've watched
Travis
forever.
Harvey didn't qualify.
I know.
I mean,
that puts things into perspective. On if you look at the list of people that did not qualify, and there was 83 cars, and we were 42 out of those 83 cars. So we were about half pack.
it's crazy.
And
how
we
close.
missed it by how much?
So when we laid down the 65 pass, we were 200s off being in the field. The bump ended up being like a 63 with a 7.
So how far is that away?
So we went at 65 flat, so 0.13 or no, yeah, 0.13. No,
0.17, 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're 0.13 away from the bump. That sucks. Because, and I'll tell you why it sucks, is because our 60 foot slowed down. If our 60 foot would have been what it was the pass before,
we'd have been in.
we'd have made it in.
Pretty crazy.
So
That's the part about drag racing that's super humbling right there.
Yep. So, I mean, and if you look at it, guys, there's people out there who had hundreds and hundreds of laps on their cars. But there's also people out there like Victor Alvarez, who at one point was #1 qualifier
He
with
was.
pretty much the same car as what we got, and his car was even newer than our car.
I'll tell you one that was not really surprising, but was a brand new car, was that Ryan Hayward.
Yep.
I mean, that was a brand new car at US Street Nats.
Yep.
And they qualified high at both races, went rounds at US Street Nats.
And I like that guy. I'm a fan of Ryan Hayward. If you guys don't know who he is, the first race when the car was brand new, he made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, semifinals.
He went a 59 or even a 58.
He
this
went a
race.
59 here.
Yeah.
In that last qualifier.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool to see Bowman do good again.
Absolutely.
Because Bowman won the very first ever World Series of Pro Mod.
Yeah.
With that same car.
Yeah. No, it was good to see him going rounds. His car looked very, very consistent.
My money was on him for a while. For either him or Jason Harris.
Yeah.
They both screwed me in the same.
Look, man, we're fans of a bunch of people out here. I went at some point after we got put out. I drove around and I got T-shirts from all my favorite drivers. So I definitely got a Ken Cortuccio shirt. I got my wife a Erica Enders shirt.
Melanie Slimmy.
And America's Melanie Slimmy shirt. I got myself one of those too.
Oh, that was yours.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I got her one too.
Okay.
I got Aaron one too. You know, so we're fans of some of the people that are out here, you know, and we've been watching these people, whether or not we're on the streets, whether or not we've been racing MPK, I still keep up with all of these people and what they do, and I'm fans of them. So I'm just, like I've said before, guys, I'm a drag racing fan. So whenever I see people complain because there's a new show on TV, man, you complain if there's no show on TV, and then you complain if there is a show on TV.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't get right,
Then
you know?
how the show is being done. And
Yeah. Now, I do love Farm Truck and Asian. Is that going to be my favorite Street Outlaw show ever? No, absolutely not. But will I watch it? Hell yeah, I will. Just because it's drag racing and it's on TV, I will watch any type of drag racing that's on TV because I like to support it.
And that's really what they all need. It all needs support. Like here, you need to come out and support at the track if you can. You need to support whatever show comes on. Like that's what keeps the train rolling.
There's a reason that I put kids in my car whenever we're at these races and at these events. It's because they're the future of what we do. If these kids come to a drag race and they don't have a good time and then they never want to go back, eventually our sport's going to die. I mean, tracks are closing down all over the country. I think it's something special what Cletus and Victor's trying to do at this race here in Bradenton. And they're fighting the fight that a lot of people don't even realize is the fight to keep this place open. Otherwise, it's going to be a chip off the block, just like a bunch of other tracks that are closing down around the country.
Not only are they fighting the fight to keep it open, they're like still sinking money into this place. You know what I mean? To try to make it better. So,
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen everywhere. So everyone in this area for sure keep on supporting this place. And your hometown track where you would be.
Yeah.
Instead of bitching about the tech lanes or whatever it may be, staging lanes, just go and pay your tech card, make your laps, or go sit in the stands and watch your plays, whatever it may be. Just get out there and support it.
Yeah, I really wish that I could tell you guys more about what our plans are this year, but at some point soon it's going to all come out and we'll be able to talk about it.
Just know that it is happening. It'll be big.
We think it'll be big.
Yeah.
What else?
Your no corn tattoo is clearly in sight, and everybody's asking about it.
I can't stand corn on the cob.
No, I love corn on the cob, guys. Corn on the cob is one of my favorites. I got this tattoo because when COVID was big, COVID was still a thing.
Yeah, for that 3 months or
Yeah, we filmed 3 street shows in Kansas, Nebraska.
Not Kansas,
Not
Nebraska.
Kansas. New York, not Kansas. And
It was miserable.
Hey,
Sorry, guys.
before I get to the miserable part, we stayed there for 3 months and we filmed 4 days on,
2 off.
2 days off, 3 days on, 1 day off. For 3 months straight. There's no time to work on the car except for the day that you were racing it. So we'd get home and the sun would be coming up. It'd be 6 o'clock in the morning by the time we got done racing all night long. It'd be freezing cold.
So cold.
Freezing cold. You'd fall asleep about 7 o'clock, after I had a big bowl of cereal pretty much every morning.
Oh, yeah.
I would get home, And home is my toter in a
RV park.
RV park. We all stayed in an RV park in our toters, and I stayed there by myself. My wife wasn't with me. Aiden was still in school, so my wife was in Oklahoma still with him. And man, it just sucked. It was a long time. It was a lot of filming. We did 3 different shows. We did a season of
We
the
finished
Oklahoma City Street Outlaws.
the season of Oklahoma Street Outlaws.
And then we moved on to America's Top. No. America's Top was last. We did a Cash Days.
Mega Cash Days.
We
Mega Cash Days
did a
was
Mega Cash Days. Then we finished the 405 show, and then we did a
first.
Top 20, America's Top 20 list. And it was a lot. Like, I wanted to go home every day. Every day I wanted to go home. And every day I opened up my toter. We'd get home, it'd be freezing, and I would turn on the heater because it was so cold in the toter. And about 11, whenever I'd wake up, it'd be hot as hell outside.
Yeah.
And the toter's still pumping the heat out. So you open the door, and it's nothing but cornfields for as far as you could see. I wanted to get a tattoo of something that would remind me of my time in Nebraska.
Just like why you got the roach under that one armpit.
That's right.
Hotel they put us up in.
So you got right here? Is it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So most of my tattoos have meanings. Some of them I get because I like, but most of them have some meanings. And that corn tattoo has one of the most meanings to me of any of my tattoos. So just one of them things where I was like, I don't want to put a picture of Nebraska and then put a line through it. But every morning we'd walk outside and we'd see cornfields for as far as you could see in Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
Their golf course was pretty nice up.
It was. Yep. So, anyways, that's that.
That's
What else?
What else?
Just kind of the same stuff over and over again that you've already touched on.
They gotta have more questions than that. They've seen the schedule. What's there gonna be a bunch of people in California? Got a lot of California fans. I feel like every post we make about the car is when you come into California.
Yeah, no, we get a lot of that stuff. And I can touch base back on that too. You can't beat up the same tracks, guys. So we're going to try, the people that run the schedule, I know that it looks like they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think the same thing, to be honest with you. But it's racing, and it's another year of us getting to race for a living. It is what it is. So at this point, it does suck to pass by a track that you're going to come back to in a couple of weeks, but I enjoy going to new tracks. I've never been to this Bakerfield track, even though it's not far from my hometown of Merced, California. I hope to get a lot of people from that area to come out and watch us and support.
Yeah.
So I've got buddies that still live in Merced. I'd like to see them there. So
Someone asked if you two ever fight or ever bicker.
we used to, but it's been a couple of years. Like, we have the same goal. I do believe that if he stayed in the toter with me and we traveled together and we were together every single day like we are whenever we're racing, absolutely we would. But not really anymore.
How's Aiden's Chevelle coming?
Oh. Does that tell y'all anything? That car fights us more than any car we've ever had, but we are this close to being ready with it. We put the balancer back on, broke the oil pump, keyway slipped out, and whenever it slipped out, it pushed into the oil pump. We tightened the oil, we tightened the balancer down, and it breaks the oil pump. So we took it all back apart, it's just a mess. It doesn't matter. Whatever can go wrong with that car goes wrong with that car. It's all brand new right now. I mean, it's still made, even with the balancer, with the keyway pushed out of the balancer, it's still made 1100 to the tires. So it makes the power. We just have to line it all out. And at some point we will. I've made up my mind that I'm going to put Aiden in the 55 pretty soon. And maybe go. I mentioned that to Erin just this morning, and she said, "You can't do that." So
Put a for sale sign on.
I know. I love the car. Aiden loves the car, but it fights us all the time, which truly makes me believe that whenever we get it right, it's going to be great. I think once we get it right, that's going to be a car that just works itself out, and everything's going to be good with it.
Have you found a Challenger or an Opala yet?
I've got an Opala coming. I was looking for a Charger.
Oh, sorry.
I get what she's saying, or he's saying, whatever. I actually have an Opala. I bought an Opala, and pretty soon it goes on a boat and it gets shipped over here. I'm pretty excited about it. It is a caravan, so it's a station wagon Opala. Lots of people have probably never seen one, but when it gets over here, it's going to be very, very cool. And yeah, I found a couple of General Lees. After this whole situation right here, I may not be able to afford it. So the racing has to come first. I promise I'm trying to make ends meet to be able to buy this General Lee. I just don't know if it's in the cards right now.
Someone asked about your flowered shirt, your Floridian shirt yesterday at the game.
What's that?
Someone was asking about your Floridian shirt yesterday at the game.
Yeah. It was a Pittsburgh Pirates Florida shirt. You know, the farm fleet that they have down here. What is the California day?
May 9th and 10th. People are asking about the Mach 1.
Ooh, I got pictures of the Mach 1 just today. It looks good.
So Greg's been steady working on it.
That's just been steady working on it while we're gone. We got screwed again. Just to let everybody know.
Oh yeah.
Craigslist.
Marketplace.
Man, I'm old.
Yeah.
Marketplace has just not been good to us, guys. I know I said that. Hey, I still have a buddy that sends me Craigslist ads every day. We got screwed again, guys. It's really tough to find a Gen 2 Coyote, and we found one that has 50 to 70,000 miles on it.
Yeah, that's just on the oil change, though. I think
it's junk. It's junk. We bought it. We paid good money for it. We had a buddy of ours pick it up, so we didn't actually get to go see it in person. We had a buddy of ours pick it up. He bought it for us. We got it, and the leak down is terrible. Terrible. Pulled the valve covers off of it, and it's full of sludge. The oil pan is crushed where it looks like somebody dropped it.
So if you're watching, just know that we know.
Yeah. So at this point, we're going to just pull the heads off of it, have the heads redone, and we're hoping that the reason that the leak down is bad is because the valves are leaking. I hope it's not in the bottom end. But while we have the oil pan off of it, we have the heads off of it, we can clean all that up. We may go ahead and just throw some new rings in it and call it good. But at this point, it don't look good. We do have a transmission coming for it, and we've been waiting a while for the transmission. But the transmission is going to be a 5-speed.
Is it a 5?
Yeah. And it's what did they call it?
TKO?
No?
Oh,
A Magnum.
that's a T56, I thought.
It's a Magnum, for sure. I guess it's a little bit stronger. Parts are bigger. It's a little bit stronger. So, Rodney at
RPM.
Rodney at RPM Transmissions is building the transmission right now. I got pictures of it yesterday, and he's gonna hopefully ship it off today. And after that, the car should go together like that. We got the vintage heat and air in it.
Got the tunnel out of the tunnel in it.
So,
Oh,
but we got a couple of weeks off when we leave here. And that's not gonna be our primary focus. Our primary focus is gonna be getting the MPK car fixed and ready to go, and getting this fixed and ready to go.
getting pro mod tested.
Get the Pro Mod tested. So,
I think I'm gonna try to get my truck running.
That was one of the questions, is what's going on in the shop truck.
unfortunately, stuff like that just gets put on the back burner, guys. We just don't have time to do everything that we have.
No.
The donks are on back burners. I mean, honestly, the 55's on back burner. Aiden Chevelle's on back burners. So
The racing these cars takes up a lot of time anymore.
yeah,
To
and
go
it's
out.
top priority. These cars.
To go out and be successful with it, it takes a lot of work. It's not something you can just throw together and go out and do good with.
We're trying not to string ourselves out too far to where our racing suffers, because I feel like we just got our racing on track, and honestly, man, we're getting pretty decent at it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take away from it. And the Charger is probably going to do that. I'm building a car that a lot of people don't even know about right now. So, LT4 car.
Oh, I'm like, what are you building?
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot about it.
an LT4 car. I actually just got all the QA1 suspension. We haven't messed with the burnout truck. Ain't even got to go do burnouts in it. So,
I did. I drove it home the other night.
yep.
When will Phantom get behind the wheel of the OG or the NPK car?
I did it last weekend.
We
Sean
planned-
screwed that up for me.
I did. I really wanted him to get behind the wheel of this car. And then we did the big wheelie and it screwed everything up.
Someday. That's one of those things. It either needs to be, really need to be at the end of the season after
Yeah.
everything's done.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
no sense in.
not that I'm worried about him tearing it up, especially the MPK car. Like, I feel like that car goes straight and we could probably turn it down just a little bit. Even turn it down quite a bit and it'll still be faster than he's ever been before.
Yeah.
But, you know, things can still happen. Just like I said that there was the learning curve for me getting in this pro mod, there's going to be a learning curve for him too.
I mean, truthfully, that's why I didn't go to the stripe until my 15th pass on this car before, man. Like, once I finally knew what was going on during a pass, that's when I finally went. Like, I get exactly what you're saying, but also, like, every pass has to count in these cars for something. It's so expensive just to let go of the button. I mean, it's $300 or $400 every pass minimum. That's if everything goes right. So it's a lot just to be out joyriding on these things.
Yeah.
So
At some point we will though. We got a few things that we're going to do with this car this year. We've got a couple of 28 races we're going to do with it. We're also going to put it back on a radio. So, and that stuff will come out soon on what we're doing with that.
our last videos for the Pro Mod did really well. So we got the same guy doing them this time, and I noticed not as many of you are watching. So we've got 3 new videos out right now. Go to our YouTube channel and watch them because they're every bit as good or better because he figured out all the sound stuff. So go check those out. We didn't do great, but the videos are awesome.
Do you have the schedule you can pull up? There's a couple people in here that do not know the schedule and are asking where we're going to be.
Oh, well, you can go to Speed Promotions, and the full schedule is there. But we're going to be in Bakersfield. We're going to be in Virginia.
Say the dates.
Okay, so Bakersfield at Famoso, May 9th and 10th. Virginia, May 30th and 31st. National Trail Raceway in Ohio, June 13th and 14th.
Which is always a packed house.
Yes.
That's usually one of our biggest tracks, and I believe that's the reason we keep going back to it.
Yeah. Beach Bend, June 20th and 21st. We won that race last year.
Yep. And it'd be nice to win it again this year because that is gonna. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they've been announced. I know he's talking. We'll let that ride for a minute. June 27th and 28th at New Hampshire, at New England Raceway. And
It's a long ways up there.
So last year we went to Canada, and everyone said we went to the wrong tracks because all the fast cars were in Toronto. We're coming to Toronto this year, so y'all better show us something.
And guys, the Canada races that I see everybody's like, you guys are catering to the Canadians instead of the Americans. Guys, there's 3 races, and it's probably not going to be everybody, just like it was last year. So that's just a little bonus something that we're doing. That's not, it's probably going to have 0 to do with the championship this year, which it's going to have 0 to do with the championship this year. It's just something that we're going to go do.
Yep.
So
the Toronto race is July 11th and 12th. That's at Toronto Motorsports Park. Then the following weekend, July 16th. I'm sorry, 18th and 19th.
What?
Couldn't see it.
You can't see it? Oh, you need my glasses?
Thank you. We're gonna be
I'm
back.
getting old, guys.
We're gonna be back at Rad Torque in Edmonton,
Which is where Chevy's from.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we will get to race against him. But as far as I know, Chevy's coming to do every event this year, and I'm telling you guys, I've seen Monza's car in person, and that thing is beautiful. It's a beautiful car, man. CJ Race Cars killed it on that car, which
They kill everything.
they kill it on all their cars, man. We're fans of theirs.
They kill it on the parts they build too.
They kill it on a lot of stuff. If anybody's seen the big wheelie of our car, you can see their wishbone. Their wishbone that they built underneath our car, and how pretty it is and how nice it is, and it's still not bent, but we're fans of CJ Race Cars, and Cameron Johnson and them guys, they know what they're doing, man. Like they built Eagle, Cletus's car. That's one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen. They do well, and Chevy's, from what I can tell, is very excited to do this whole series with its
He'll be competitive for sure.
The car's going to have what it takes to be competitive, and he look for him to be a front runner
For sure.
So
The following weekend, July 25th and 26th, we'll be back at Mission Raceway Park. Then we get, looks like maybe 3 weeks off. August 15th and 16th, we'll be at Callispe up in Washington.
Calypsy?
Is it Callispe? I thought it was Callispe.
Callispe.
Okay.
What's
I don't know.
Washington?
I don't know.
Airway Heights. September 19th and 20th, US 131 in Michigan.
Martin, Michigan.
And then 26th and 26th of September, Maple Grove. And then Halloween will be at the lot. And then in between there, we're going to do some promo stuff. We'll post about that whenever we do it.
Yep. So the only pro mod stuff that we're probably going to do, though, guys, is it's a local deal, and I know you guys have heard us talk about Keith Haney Racing. He's the one who owns Blue, and he's the one who was awesome enough to hand it over to us and say, "Here, do what you want with this car."
Yeah, so have fun with my $500,000 car.
That's right. So now we're going to do what we want with that car, and we're going to race Keith Haney. He is the guy behind Midwest
Drag Racing Series.
I
It used
always
to be
call it
Pro Mod.
Midwest Pro Mod Series, but it's Midwest Drag Racing Series now. So he's a local guy. He's from Tulsa. He's an Okie. He's been a buddy of ours for a long time. He's got if you guys don't know who he is, he's got a YouTube channel.
Yep, Keith Haney Racing.
Go check it out. So
He's a character.
he is.
He's getting riled up. He's funny.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that's the gist of it.
Yeah, I mean, our year's full of racing again. We'll be racing the 55 when we get a chance. Like I said, all that stuff's kind of on the back burner, but it's fairly close. Fire Dome's fairly close. I just gotta put it back together.
Yeah.
Aiden's car.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's close though.
But if you're anywhere around Shreveport, come check it out this weekend. And then after that, that's the next thing that we got going on. And then after that, we're going to be off for just a little bit. I do have something coming up here in a couple of weeks that is going to be pretty crazy. And they are going to document it the whole time. I'm going to get my body worked on.
Yep.
So.
Tired of hearing you complain about his shoulder.
I was about to say,
Shoulders up.
Shoulders,
Hold of them.
yeah.
Hold of them. So, going to get my shoulders worked on, and we'll explain more as we get closer to it. But that's happening in a couple of weeks, so that's the reason I'll be out of pocket for a little bit. So, Phantom will be around the house, getting cars ready, and taking cars here and there, taking the Pete here and there, taking the little Pete here and there. Ordered some new stuff. One of the generators went out on the Pete.
Oh man.
Ordered some watermelon lights for my
Oh
Pete.
dude, I can't wait to see those.
So
The real truckers will know.
yeah.
Didn't you get the ones to match for the air cleaners?
Yes,
too?
yes. So that'll be pretty sick. So gonna go home, do some maintenance, get everything ready for this brutal. We call it brutal, right?
It's brutal
This
every year.
brutal schedule that we're doing, but it's not 17 races like it normally is. So it can't be any more brutal than what it always is. That's less races.
Yes.
So
And even if it was 17, we'd figure it out.
yeah. If you guys got any questions, reach out. We try not to hold anything back. We got no sense in not telling the truth about things. So
Also, if anyone would like to put your company in front of 40 million sets of eyes, is what we've done in the last month.
40 million?
40 million people have looked at our stuff across our social media
it's pretty
in the
good.
last 28 days. So
Yeah.
if you would like some exposure for your company, or you know someone that may be interested in that, we've got this card, we've got the EPK card, potentially blue. We've got all of our social media, our YouTube, all that stuff. Holler at us, marketing@themurdernova.com. Let's figure something out.
Also, the purses are going to be bigger this year for MPK. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Bigger, louder,
Yeah.
bigger.
If you would like to be a title sponsor, let's just say you own a company and you need some tax write-offs. If you want to be a title sponsor of something like one of our events, one of our races, if any of that stuff is local to you and you want it to be a title sponsor for the purse, or it doesn't matter how much it is. It doesn't have to be the whole purse. Reach out to us. Let us know. We'll put you in the right hands of the people that can make that happen. So that's something that they haven't done in the past.
No.
That is a good idea to me,
Yep, and
So-
so it happens.
That'll help out everything. That'll help out the people who make this series happen for us. So, what else?
Big things. That's it.
No.
Nobody's talking.
they're just the same questions. People are popping in later, so they missed stuff in the beginning.
Well,
What's going on in Shreveport?
Shreveport.
Yeah, Shreveport.
we're going to a car show.
Big car show. That's what
Big
it
car
is.
show. World of Wheels. So it's called World of Wheels, guys. It's in Shreveport, Louisiana, and that's the reason we're still hanging out here in Florida. There was no sense in us driving home to Oklahoma where the weather is terrible when we could hang out here and go to spring training baseball games,
Yeah.
or do whatever we want. We went to the beach twice, hung out here. Today is terrible, but it's the first day that it's been terrible that we decided to work on all the vehicles.
Yeah.
So we got all filthy. We had to change some stuff out on the
Big semi.
semi. We are big semi mechanics, and that's the reason that my feet and everything are all filthy. So
Someone asked, will we be at XRP anytime soon?
yes, we will. April the 11th. We'll have blue there.
Doing turbo things.
Yep. Making turbo noises and all that stuff, and we're gonna bring all the mile an hours with us.
Man, we're gonna have to make sure both those chutes work at that track with the mile an hour that car makes.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what year is your Opala?
78.
Oh, is it that new?
Yeah. 79 is the last year of the round tail lights that I like.
Yeah, those are way cooler.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I don't know everything there is to know about it.
77. That was when he was born.
I was born in 77, but this car that I got from Brazil, guys, is, I didn't realize it at the time, but it's something special over there. It's been on all kinds of TV shows. Even the Brazilian Chevrolet company used it in their Chevrolet commercial. So it's a very, very nice car. It's black with black interior. It's got original wheels on it. It's
Perfect candidate to cut up.
It's amazing. It's got the inline six in it already. It just needs a turbo.
Yep.
And a good transmission and a good rear end and some suspension. So we'll probably leave it alone for a little bit, but at some point we'll make it a driver, but put a good motor in and a really, really, really obnoxiously big turbo on it.
Yeah, big turbo cleans.
So,
Get a little bit of nitro off in there.
you know,
Nothing? Okay.
so that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it, guys. We appreciate you guys' support. We appreciate you guys following us. It means more than you guys will ever know. Even the people that don't like us, and if you're watching just so that you can make fun of us or watch us fail, we appreciate it.
So
See, keep on watching.
There's like 3 people on our YouTube channel that pay the $2.99 a month subscription just so they can be the first ones that thumbs down our videos.
Nice. Nice. That's all right. Hey, thanks for being active
Yep.
in our stuff. So we appreciate it. So with that.
Yep.
Can't everybody can't be
No.
fans.
No.
So we appreciate it, guys, and hopefully we can keep on continuing to make content for you guys. And as long as you guys keep on watching it, keep on supporting or not supporting, then we'll keep on doing it.
I see some of you guys asking questions about what drivers will be there. We do not have those lists yet. Some people have asked about my Mustang. My Mustang is absolutely amazing. I am so thankful for it, and I cannot wait until the weather is nicer so I can drive it more. I see some people asking about merch. You can head over to www.themurdernova.com and get all of your merch there. Thanks for asking, Chris. I am feeling well. Thank you. Better and better every day. Thank you all for the love on my photography. I appreciate that. I have not found any good coffee here in Florida. I have just been drinking my coffee from McDonald's. Someone did ask, will you put the top of the MPK car black? Will you do like the
Vinyl top?
Yeah.
I would like to. I'm not going to say I won't. I love black vinyl tops, for the record. I don't know. Maybe we'll have somebody do a render of it and then put it on and then put one without it. And we'll see. We know what it looks like without. I don't know. Hey.
Casey, I am not from Boston. I am from New York City. Do not say I'm from Boston. That is quite offensive to anybody from New York. Yes, Steve. Yes, Steven. My Mustang is a 64.5 convertible. Preston wants to know why you guys suck so bad at golf.
Because we don't have time to play like him and Jeremy every day.
Yeah, some of us got real jobs. Hey, hang on. Tell Preston I got a new driver I want to show.
Oh yeah, Preston, hold please.
Are you still alive?
People were asking me questions.
Oh, yeah. Somebody just brings him this. I didn't even get one.
You know, I'll probably put at least 40 or 50 on Preston now.
Oh, yeah.
On the drive.
Oh, yeah.
On top of what I was already out on it.
Zach GT, yes, that was me in the merch trailer this past weekend. You should have asked. It's totally okay. Yes, he got that from one of our sponsors this weekend, Speedy Concrete Cutting, who is centrally located here in Florida. He said he hopes it makes Phantom's game a little bit better. We are hoping Aiden comes out this season. We will see. Aaron is doing laundry. Oh, thank you for telling me my tape blew off the tires. I appreciate that. Gary, about the event t-shirts, not sure what we're gonna do this year. We definitely want to do some type of NPK shirt like we did for the speed promotions racing type deal. It was just, we have a lot left over sometimes and it's hard to resell them. Mike, that's the way Boston people talk. I do not talk like that. My favorite car. I will always be an OG girly. I've never hid the fact that I was a fan before I made my way into this whole crazy world, and I was a huge fan of the OG and will always love the OG. Mitch, I will ask him, but I know the answer. He's talked about it before. Will you ever run any car at Yellow Belly?
I'd love to. Yeah, especially this car. No, on a small tire, yes, I will.
There you go. I knew that was going to happen. He's always talked about going to Yellow Belly with the OG. Yes, as of right now, Boosted will be announcing. Yes. I see a lot of people saying about the OG wheelie shirts. It's been talked about. I guess we're going to see what happens. All right, you guys, you're more than welcome to ask questions in the comments and we'll answer some there. But we are going to sign off and we appreciate y'all so much.